Demon Slayer, Season 4, Episode 7. I gotta say, that was not 40 minutes long. Let's talk about it. All right, guys, Brent here back for Geek France to cover all things Marvel, DC, Lord of the Rings, anime, gaming, Star Wars, and more. This time, Demon Slayer. Continuing on with our Hashira training arc with our Chaos Hashira Will. Your thoughts pertaining to this exciting episode?
Um, Again, whenever you see the name of the character as the title, you can pretty much assume we're going to get some backstory, some kind of focus on them, whatever's going on with them. And this one was about Gyomei and his tragic backstory. This one hurts. This one really does. I think out of everyone's backstory, this one sucks the most because of the unintentional betrayal that comes along with it. So basically, he did what he could to protect the people that he was surrounded by. They weren't family, but they were like a family. They were close. They took care of each other, and he got betrayal from two different sides. One, somebody who said, "Hey, there's more for you to eat here than just eating me because I didn't listen to the rules. Go down there and get them." And then, actually, it's three shows. Do as I say. Let me protect you of who's left. No, we don't think you can do it. We're gonna take off. He murdered anyway. And then, after saving who he could, it was him. How am I supposed to take that? Like, that's three different betrayals in one shot. Like, I don't know, man. Like, Yomi really got the crap into the stick on this one.
Yeah, because like Guillaume has been a good person through and through. He just wanted to do right for those around him. He wanted to take care of people. He was one of those people that was on the come up and took care of everybody with him on the way up. He never changed who he was. His heart was always in this. And he ensured that everyone was well fed, well taken care of. And there were times where he'd just go without so others had stuff. And for them to turn around and do him like that, I can understand as a 4-year old being able to see something traumatic and something heinous take place in front of you and associate the wrong things with it. So I don't really blame the girl, Sayo, as much as most people will. At the same time, that person who was old enough, who stayed out too late, then took out the incense that caused everyone to have an unfortunate end, yeah, full blame entirely. But this should kind of give everyone the perspective on just how strong Guillaume is. No workout, no lifting, no running, no exercise, no Hashira training, literally nothing but these hands. And he was able to take out a demon just based upon the fact of his own anger and his own physical strength without any kind of backbone or substance behind that. He was able to get the job done, and that's how he got that scar directly on his forehead. We see in the shot nicely above us, brought to you from Will. So,
Mm-hmm.
like, being able to see him and how expressive he is with his emotions, you can kind of understand why he weeps all the time. He's still probably processing what was going on, and the master of all people saved him from the darkness that was within himself because he openly and readily admitted, after that, I went through a lot of stuff. And at this point in time in the show, he's 27. So he's been going through this for a minute now. He's probably had a good 10 long years of processing at minimum, and makes him easily the oldest Hashira we have on here because most Hashiras don't usually live to be past 21, 22 unless you are exceptional. Speaking of exceptional Hashiras, Gyu and Sanami. What did you think about that?
Giyu and Sanami definitely got some heat. Again, Giyu's trying to be friendly. Sanami just don't care. He's just mad at everything. Um, Again, got that those Bakugo tendencies. Just shut up, you nerd. I don't want to hear your nonsense. So, not sure what's going to be done to win Sanami over, and I think Sanami is going to remain harsh until his end. And again, I don't know when that's going to be, but I feel like with his brashness and how he does everything, I feel like either him or his brother is going to eat it at some point, and that's going to be what finally gets him to, I guess, relax a little bit. Like losing his brother, he'll get mad and then he'll kind of calm down or something like that. Or if he's the one that is in death, death throes, then he'll be, I guess, nicer. I don't know. I don't see any other way to calm his butt down. Not even the red bean mochi is really probably going to do enough. So
Yeah, because the fact he was able just to one-handed just KO Tanjiro like that, and then basically storm off, and then still have the instincts and wherewithal while he's hyped up. Although we did see him breaking a bit, it's like I can't believe those guys are offering to be kind to me. I can't believe they're being so lax at this moment right now. That just and then he just stopped. Boom, took out that eyeball, and he had the same realization that we, the viewers, had. We've been infiltrated. Something is wrong immediately. And that gets us to our next shot. Muzan not only shows up, but he has fully infiltrated our deepest defenses and is going directly after the master. And the master, with the profound line, we finally meet. Like, can you imagine scheming against someone for who knows how many long years, and you've never even met this individual? You just know it's a straight up on site violence order of this nature. Like, that is wild beyond belief. But at the same time, the fact that you hid about 3 minutes of the action behind the credits and you didn't go that full 40 minutes, I gotta knock some marks off this one. But so far it's been an outstanding season. Very little for me to be overtly mad about. Your thoughts on the walk up, or just kind of
I
state
mean,
in general?
the walk up was very dramatic. I liked the walk up. It was dramatic. It was intense. You kind of wondered what was going to happen, and then they ended it there. I kind of felt it'd been better if they would have just not did the credits and just kind of did it and then dropped the credits right at the end, because you've been like, oh my god, like what's going to happen next? And we still got that what's going to happen next, but now we're like, I felt like it was kind of messed up because we went right there into that Taisho era secret kind of thing, which is kind of a little comedic part to kind of lighten the tone. It's like you go straight from Muzan finally freaking being here, like, yo, what's gonna happen? To hey, let's be fun. Like it doesn't transition well for me. So it's like, do it, hit the credits. We're reeling in the credits. We're trying to, contemplate what's going on, and then you get to the Taisho era secret where we kind of get the little lighten up before the episode ends. So didn't really care too much for that. But I want to know what's going to happen. I mean, I still want to know how this is going to transpire. So we'll have to just wait and see.
Yeah, because we're on the verge. Next week will be the finale of the Hashira training arc, as will next week's finale of Kaiju number 8. So we're going to lose a couple good animes. But again, we still have My Hero later on today. More House of the Dragons later on this week. We're going back to Acolyte. More of the boys. Tons of great stuff. Your final thoughts?
I want to know what was in the letter that Zenitsu got.
There is a lot to break down, but a lot of it, if you read the manga, you know. But at the same time, in the show, they've done a great job of dropping hints, dropping good little clues. So if you can go back and understand Zenitsu and his origin story, you should have a fairly concrete idea about where they're going with that, and why all of a sudden Zenitsu went from being the biggest crybaby dork there has ever been in this show to now one of the more focused individuals we've seen in this show. It's going to be interesting, because his bird would not be acting that way unless it felt it was of the utmost importance. So if you're wondering, like Will, they're going to be waiting probably till next week.
It's got to be Jigoro. Something happened to Jigoro.
And with that, I'm going to leave you with this. Hit that lovely red subscribe button. Tons of great more content coming for you, the viewer. Bottom right corner logo by Will, or in the red description box below. Come on in, hang out with the Chaos Hashira and myself for some more House of the Dragons later today. That's all we got for you this time. See you in the next one.